So what is networking? Networking is present in all professional fields. It aims to build and foster professional relationships. When we connect with people, we build networks through different means, such as our face-to-face, word of mouth, and professional social media, such as LinkedIn, which we all know about. All of these spaces are fundamental for the construction of professional networks that allow us to grow and achieve our goals professionally. Now, throughout this course, we will dig the networking in depth and in the tools and strategies that allow us to develop and put it into action. We organize the content of this course into 4 fundamental sections: people, relationships, the networking process, and networking applied to certain contexts. During the first chapter, people, we are going to introduce the networking concept and why it is important to develop networks, but above all things, why it is so important to give, to be willing to receive, and to generate synergy with others in order to grow together professionally. To understand these relationships and the concepts attached to this idea, it is crucial to understand other fundamental elements, such as the way that people interact with each other in their workspace, as well as the nature of human relationships applied to a professional context. We humans, as social animals, need to interact because we have common interests or because we want to achieve the same goals, though we would not do it in the same way. We might be interested in building the same kind of relationships, though we will not have the same inconveniences when working together, as we all have different personalities and ways of being. For example, what would happen in turn if we established networks with people who have a culture that is different from ours? In which way this influences communication between two parties? These topics are important when proposing strategies through which we are going to define professional relationships with others. So we must know the personality, the individuality, and the type of people with whom we are interacting. This is something that we must train if we are looking for effective results. Whether it is casual or planned, formal or informal, random or structured, in discussion with potential clients, effective networking means that you need to offer your knowledge, skills, ideas, resources, guidance, and data freely, without any expectations. At first, you might benefit from the satisfaction you derive from helping someone with some information that was of value to them. And if you expect nothing in return, the other person still has a positive experience. He or she or they remembers you, so he or she or they can owe you the favor in the future if he, she, they wants to. If he, she, they does, either directly or indirectly, at a certain point in time, you may get some reciprocal retribution. But above all things, don't ask the important people you just met to immediately do something for you that's equivalent or lesser in value to what you have just done for them. Think about the quality of the relationships you establish and build. Own them. All of the things you do for the other person serve as an important element. The elementaries. You start making very small concessions in the form of getting retribution back for the relationship only after your actions spoke for yourself and are enough to generate substantial interest. Effective networkers, by the way, must be able to build their network before they demand it. You have to become comfortable with getting to know people and building up connections with no specific purpose. When building connections, you have to focus on what you can offer to people you want to connect with. You do this by always proving in every conversation you have several ways you could provide value to the other person. The amazingness of approaching networking this way the giving receiving thing is that it doesn't matter your age, or if you think of yourself as someone who's not very experienced. Indeed, sometimes even though you're looking to connect with people to get advice, it's important for you to be prepared to give advice too. There's a lot of different areas in which you can provide advice. Knowing already what type of advice you can give goes back to proving that you're having a good conversation with people. You have to be aware of what people need. Are they looking for the key to a particular issue you can help them with? Which are some of their interests that you can work on and keep them informed of, much to their satisfaction. It is important that we build relationships by targeting potential clients or fellow long-term clients without paying attention to the current position that a person occupies in a specific company. First, we will prioritize our contacts depending on our objectives. Then comes the time to define a strategy. Think about your audience as well as the message, the channel, the time, and the periodicity of communication among other elements. In order for us to know whether we are going the right way, we must define the very small, specific things that we know for sure have worked in the past. Finally, we will work on networking in different professional content applied to different professional situations. We will think about the college or the university or educational spaces, and also in the office and events, as well as in public places. So pay attention to the next part.